And welcome back to the Royal Air Force Association's Rafa Rides 2021, sponsored by Lockheed Martin. I hope wherever you are in the world that your cycling's going really, really well, whether it's 9:30 in the morning as it is here, or for some of you, I know it's about 4:30 in the morning and it must be hurting by now. So good luck to you. And also, good luck to everyone gathered here at Waltham on the Wolds in Leicestershire. I'm not sure if you can see out across the fields. We've got a little bit of a lull at the moment, but we've had about half of our 250 cyclists here. About half of them have set out now. So that's 250 cyclists of the 800 plus around the world that are doing such fantastic efforts in support of the Royal Air Forces Association. So on our live stream, we've already been joined by Florida. We've had live from Colorado, Washington, DC, Alabama, Las Vegas, Hawaii, New Zealand, Germany, Cyprus, and not forgetting Lossiemouth, Waddington and Southampton University Air Squadron as well. So it's been fantastic to get as many of you involved as possible. And please keep sending in your photos, your videos and your comments either through Facebook or message us direct so we can get you all connected across the world. Now we're going to stay in Europe for this segment and we're going to go and visit Norway, and then we're going to go out to Spain as well. And later on, before we finish in about half an hour's time, we're just going to catch up on the amazing latest fundraising total, and it's gone up. It's gone up since 2 hours ago when we updated you first. So anyway, without further ado, let's go across to beautiful Norway, and where we're going to talk to squadron leader Simon Nelson Kirby. Simon, are you there? Oh, Simon, yet again, we've got sound issues and I can't quite hear you, but what a beautiful background. That looks amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. So I think the guys will let me know when the sound works again. But in the meantime, Simon, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Yay, fantastic.
Yes,
there you go.
Brilliant.
Lovely. Excellent. So Simon, tell us about your challenge. Where are you?
So we're in we're all based in a place called Stavanger, which is the second largest city in Norway, and we all work at the NATO Joint Warfare Centre. And there's a mixed group of people who work on the team from obviously British military. We've also got international NATO colleagues joining us from our partner nations. So it's a real mixed community of different nations, and it's really good. We managed to get 15 people out for a 70-kilometre ride. Excuse me, there's a to go past. We're still in the agricultural fields as well.
And what's the temp? What is the similar time to the UK there? What, an hour ahead or something?
Yeah, we're an hour ahead in the UK at the moment.
So how far through your ride are you?
So we're about halfway now. We're doing a 70-kilometre ride. We're about halfway through. And it's taken us about just over 2 hours to get here with 2 little stops. So we're taking it nice and steady and having a really enjoyable day out.
Sounds amazing. I'm very jealous. It looks absolutely beautiful. Is that an actual fjord in the background?
It is, yes. It is. You'd have to travel far to see one.
Lovely. So we've been talking to Matt Tebbett, our celebrity RAF ambassador, who's been giving all of our riders some top tips about carb fueling. Is there anything special that you can eat in Norway to make sure that you're, got all the energy you need for the ride? Not
yes,
herring, I'm assuming.
And it's not fish-based, you'd be glad to know. It's one of these things. It's actually a Norwegian version of a Kit Kat.
Oh my God. So tell us how it's pronounced in Norwegian.
I'm not even going to try and... Was it Kvik? Vik lunch, apparently. There we
Brilliant.
go, Vik lunch.
Well,
yeah.
And it's working, clearly, because you're halfway through and you look pretty fresh as a daisy.
Yeah, we're quite lucky because quite a few of us, we cycle into work, sort of about 10 miles each way, so that keeps us quite fit. So this route's just enough to give us a bit more of a challenge than the normal commute and ride in. So, and of course the weather is fantastic. It does normally rain in Norway, by the way, so we're very lucky today.
We don't believe you. It does look absolutely gorgeous. Well, thank you so much to you, and thank you to all of the team that I can hear in the background, and really good luck for the rest of the ride. But thanks so much for joining us, and thank you so much for supporting Rafa Rides 2021. So without further ado, I'm going to move over in Europe. We're going to go to Germany now. No, we're not. We're going to go to Spain now, and we're going to Madrid, where I'm joined, hopefully live, by Lieutenant Eric Holberg and Squadron Leader Atkinson. Hello, guys.
Hey, can you hear us?
Hello. Yeah, it looks very sunny out there with you as well. Fantastic.
Well,
So,
it's uncharacteristically overcast here in Madrid.
Oh.
I think we've picked only overcast days in the Madrid summer, but hey, that might not necessarily be a bad thing.
yeah, I was going to think in terms of keeping
There is an amber
hydrated.
warning, like we saw from Ramstein. There is also here an amber warning for thunderstorms later. So we're going to be as fast as possible to try and avoid the thunder and lightning strikes. But so far so good, and we're delighted to be taking part.
Well, thank you, guys.
Ride without rain, so.
So have you set off already?
We've set off. Yeah, we're 11 riders here representing the team from KAYAK Torrejon, Combined Air Operations Centre Torrejon, just outside of Madrid. We've set off. We're about a quarter of the way through our ride. The guys are just down at the bar at the minute getting the first round in, as you'd expect, fueling up with beers and tapas, and we're going to set off shortly.
Amazing. Well, it sounds like you're doing an absolute style. I'm, again, quite envious of you there. I think we perhaps have missed a trick here in quite sunny Leicestershire. But look, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting us. How are you all going to celebrate later? I mean, it sounds like you're celebrating all the way around, but how are you going to celebrate later?
I think we're going to celebrate all through the day, right? We're going to finish up with a group photo and a couple more, tapas and cervezas and say some toasts to some people and really build the esprit de corps that they're doing. So, yeah.
Amazing.
Totally.
Sounds like you're going to have a fab day. Well, thank you so much for joining us. So that's our little European leg, sort of Norway and Madrid. I think we're later on in the day, we're going to go to Ramstein in Germany just to complete our European tour. But again, a really fantastic example of how this is really a multinational, global challenge, and so many people across the world. You're all fantastic to be getting involved in the way that you are. So thank you so much, wherever in the world you are. Well, back here in Leicestershire and Waltham on the Wolds, as I said, we've got about half of all of the 100 miles of cyclists have left, and about half the 70s have left now. And I'm joined by Dom. Dom, tell us a little bit about what you've been up to today.
Yeah, morning, Rachel. So we have been with the quarantine doing a relay over the 100 miles. So we started yesterday afternoon. We've had teams going through the night. So we did a stint around about 11 o'clock last night. And then we did our last stint starting at 7 a.m. this morning. So we've just finished. So we've got 100 miles under the belt. So nice to get back and have a coffee and stretch the legs a little bit.
A well-deserved coffee. Do you feel a bit envious of Madrid with their tapas?
Most definitely. I don't think I'm going to be able to match that with my sandwich.
So you're a member of the quarantine.
Yep, correct.
And how many are on the quarantine? You're split into teams, aren't you?
So we've got 4 teams of 4, so 16 of us in total.
Yeah.
And we've effectively been doing it over a relay. So every 2.5 hours, one of the teams has been setting off. So we had riders going right the way through the night. Some of them doing the 4 a.m. shift, which is very, very brave. And then we finish around about 2:30 this afternoon with the final team riding in.
And how have you found it? What were the weather conditions like overnight?
It's been okay, actually. We've been really lucky with the weather. We did this sort of stint which went from dusk into darkness, which was quite interesting, just adjusting the eyes and things and getting used to that. New experience for quite a few of us riding in darkness with lights, so that was a little bit tricky. And then this morning, absolutely stunning morning. We had a bit of mist to start off with, but the sun's come out, burnt it off, and it's absolutely gorgeous here now.
It is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a proper scorcher, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We started off, it was about 10-11 degrees when we set off at 7 a.m. this morning, but we were quickly taking layers off as that sun came through and started burning through. It's absolutely lovely out there.
Let's just hope that everyone, wherever they are properly hydrating.
Absolutely.
And slapping the sunscreen on.
Absolutely, yeah, most definitely.
So Dom, you look super smart. Beautiful Rafa Rides cycling jersey. Will you just give us a spin?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we'll do a slow twirl for you.
Very nice.
Yeah, no, they're
really
fantastic.
Good. And it's lovely actually. It's really nice, seeing these videos and photos from people all over the world of everyone in the same jersey, all linked by that common cause.
Yeah, it makes it feel like a real team event right across the world.
Yeah.
And I think it's really nice to have seen the links with all of the other countries. We had Hawaii linking in last night when we were here. So it's just really nice. And as we were riding back in this morning, some of the 100-milers were setting off. So everybody's waving, giving everybody a little cheer as they went through.
Really
So
nice.
it's a really, really good team spirit with everyone.
And we've got John Gorman, of course, over in Washington, D.C. He's doing a 24-hour, 500-mile on his static bike. And we were talking earlier, and he's saying, you know, psychologically is probably the most challenging bit. But, you know, it's amazing that we've got on Zwift, we've got riders from across the world linking up with him in those dark hours of the morning to try and buoy him through. So hopefully, John, if you're watching, then, you know, we're thinking of you, we're rooting for you. It's an amazing challenge. But as has the quarantine challenge been, you know, 24 hours, amazing job, really good.
Yeah, it's been really good fun. So we had a really good team spirit, and we sort of started off with the quarantine last year by doing the virtual cycle. So absolutely, John, I know what you're going through. So it's definitely hard work when you're just staring at the same four walls for that period of time. So great job.
Don, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for putting in your overnight stint, and I think you probably need to go and have some porridge.
Absolutely. Thanks, Rachel.
You. Well, so let's have a bit of nostalgia now, because we're sort of towards the beginning of our challenge today. But I think it's worth having a look at previous Rafa Rides. So let's go back to 2019, pre-COVID, the last time we could do Rafa Rides in person, and have a look at what took place 2 years ago. Just having a problem with the video.
I'm cycling today because I really enjoy cycling, and it's a great opportunity to raise some money as well, you know, for Rafa, which is an organisation that I've been involved with for a long time.
So this event came about because one of our fantastic ambassadors, Air Vice Marshal Gary Waterfall, who's a keen cyclist himself, came up with the idea of doing a fabulous 170 and 33-mile rides for the RAF Association to raise money for our welfare work. So Rafa Rides Rutland today, all the amazing 160 plus cyclists who are taking part, it's going to benefit the Royal Air Forces Association by helping us deliver the vital welfare work that we provide to all members of the RAF family, whether they're serving, veteran or their families.
So we've done over half, and now the next bit's all in to win, but quite flat. We'll soon be there then.
So we're over halfway, so it's not too difficult from here on in.
So some amazing memories there from 2019, and some amazing memories being made this year. Rafa Rides 2021, sponsored by Lockheed Martin, and you can see some of those photos coming up that you guys have been sending in. It looks like you're having just a well of time across the world, and we are so grateful to you, so grateful for all the training, for all the time you've dedicated, for the challenge of doing the ride itself, and of course, you know, all of the fundraising that you've been doing, which is completely fantastic, and it will change lives. It really will change lives. You know, we've brought on some really fantastic new welfare services in response to COVID over the last year, and particularly one called Connections for Life, and a lot of the money from today will be going to Connections for Life, which is making sure that no Royal Air Force veteran or their family member is home, isolated, lonely, and we make sure that they're matched with volunteers, fantastic friends for life, and so thank you, because everything you're doing today is going to make sure that there are those veterans out there, we know they're out there, that we haven't yet got to. It's going to make sure that we can give them the friend that they so deserve. So I guess the moment of truth now is, we've talked about the fundraising. What is the fundraising total? So the latest fundraising total as of this morning, roughly, I don't know what time it is, 9:30, 10. The fundraising total it's gone up again. So it's standing at 84,886. Just amazing. So brilliant job, everyone. Now we'll be back at 10:30 our time, British summer time here. Sorry, I know there's so many different time zones through the world that you'll have to do the math. And we'll be joined by Group Captain Pete Dolby from the Middle East. Now, Pete has gathered together an epically huge team. There's like 70 of them or something. So we'll be talking to him live from the Middle East. We'll be going to Ramstein in Germany. And then lastly, we've got a really lovely special message from a great friend of the Royal Air Forces Association, a great friend of the military, and that's Peter Dixon. You'll definitely know his voice from things like The X Factor. So he kindly took time to send us a message for all of you out there, wherever you are in the world. So from here in, for once, sunny Leicestershire, we'll be back at 10:30. Keep pedalling, keep cycling, keep supporting the cyclists. If you're not involved in cycling yourself and you want to show your support, please get messaging on Facebook, or even better, go to that Just Giving page, and if you can just donate a little bit of money, that'll help us towards our final grand total today. So from Leicestershire, from Waltham in the Wards, see you at 10:30.